message.
I don't know if anybody's going to come today. I see somebody. Who's here? You want to say hey? This is just an impromptu get together. If you don't want to talk, have you at least got your coffee or your tea or your diet drink? I know. Sometimes I need a diet drink. Hello, Miss Teresa. This was just a last minute thing. I needed a distraction, and I thought, well, hey, Julie. I figured I would just come on here and go live, and we would just chit chat a little bit and keep me away from the food. Y'all ever need distractions to stay away from food? I mean, I got things I can do, but I've been doing some things, but it's nice to have this, Teresa, as an outlet. That I can just go on here and click go live, and then I got friends to talk to, this like big group chat. It's nice to have this to use at my disposal. Hey, Miss Sharon. Listen, I got this little ring light attached to my laptop, and I think I got a little bit too bright. I can't hardly see. Am I bright enough? I think I'm going to turn it down. I'm starting to see circles. If I don't have it, y'all won't be able to see me at all. I have still got to get this light up here. This ceiling fan took down. So what y'all doing today? Well, Miss Teresa, you're just too kind. What y'all doing? Anything in particular? Good morning, Miss Tammy. I'll tell you what I've been doing this morning. I've been cleaning out my fat clothes. And I know y'all know what the fat clothes are. Those are the clothes that you hold on to because you just never know. Hey, Tracy. Oh, laundry. Well, I decided I wasn't going to hold on to them anymore. So I went through both closets. I just had a little bit in my middle room. Well, Sebastian's room. He'll tell you. That's his room. And we have this Facebook group where it's by Pay Nothing. Pay Nothing, I think is what it's called. Pay Nothing, something for our county. And you can either offer stuff or say you're in search of stuff. So I put them on there because they're like size 4X and 5X. And I thought what I don't gift to somebody on that group, I would take down the C-Van. And I've already gifted to everything. There's 2 women who wanted like everything. So I equally divided it between them. And there were like just 3 things they didn't want. So I feel good about that. One woman has already picked hers up. Miss Luigi, ain't that what Dee calls you? Denise. Oh, you doing laundry too? And studying. Oh, what are you studying? Hey, Carol. Y'all meet Lou. She's my bouncer. Ooh, that's exciting. Do you have much longer to go before you get your degree? Hey, Kathy. Hey, Pam. That's why I'm on here, Lou. John's in the house. Look, Charlene Charlene and Lou, both y'all changing your bed. I am on here to stay away from the food, Lou. That's why I said I needed a distraction. And I mean, I've already been doing stuff. Ooh, you're taking it next month? Ooh, that's exciting. Good luck. I hope you pass it and get you a good job that you're wanting. That sounds like an interesting job. But yeah, I wanted to come on here because I'm wanting to eat. And like yesterday was a terrible hungry day. Oh my gosh, if y'all watched my what I eat video, I told you it was a hungry day, and I'm starting to feel that way today. And I'm like, I was just telling everybody that everybody wasn't in here. What can I? That's right. You don't need to eat right now, Kathy. None of us do. They ain't none of us in this room needs to eat right now. If you got food in your mouth, spit it out. Spit it. Oh, fun fact, Teresa. I have I don't know. It was a business college I went to. So whatever they call that diploma thing in junior accounting, I got that back when RJ was 2 years old. Yes, Joan. Good distraction till them things get in the freezer. The hungry, hungry hippo girlfriend, I hear you. Just chomp, chomp, chomp. That's all you want to do. Carol, got mine too, honey. I'll tell you, Miss Jones, NSV, she's making from scratch, and I'm sure they're sourdough, chocolate chip pancakes for her son and his girlfriend. And she's not eating them. She sent me a picture of them, 2 panfuls. She's waiting on them to eat and putting them in the freezer. She's staying away from them. That is a good NSV because I know that house smells good. Yeah, too much to type. Yeah, that's a good one, ain't it, Charlene? I call you Charlene, but let me ask you, is it Charlene sounding with the S, or is it Charlene sounding with the C? Type that down and let me know, C or S. I just have always called you Charlene, but we've never actually spoken in person. It's Charlene. Okay. Now I feel better now that I know. Charlene. Because see, I was thinking you're Southern, and that would be a most Southern way of saying it. So cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Were you named after your dad, by the way? Any chance of that? I answer anything. Y'all can ask me anything. Whether I answered is another story. But if you want to ask me something, you can ask me something. Uncle Charles, there you go. That's such a Southern thing, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Anybody want to ask me anything? Or you don't care? I was telling them when they got here early, I cleaned out my fat clothes today. What's your point, Charlie? Get to the point. Yeah. That was a good show. It really was, Lou. Okay, Kathy, what's your question? Should I be scared? I hope it's something I know the answer to. Oh Lord, Kathy. Edie's in the house. Lou, you do my honors of Joan and Edie's YouTube channel, will you? Will you do that for me, Lou? Kathy, are you typing me a big question? Oh, you know what I use? That what's it called? Comes from the Dollar Tree. The Works. The Works from the Dollar Tree. It is not thick. I just bought me some Lysol because I was wanting something thick. But that's a splurge because you don't get as much. The Works is like a big thing, and it's just like water. It's just water, but that's what I use. That's just for the inside, and then the outside, I have I just use Pine Sol or whatever. That's awesome, Pam. No, I have not, Jane. I need to call him, but I just have not called him yet because I don't know. I just haven't called him yet. You know, the surgeon told me, he said, wait 3 months. He says, so you'll be down even more. So I kind of got that in the back of my head. I would get some comment or something. Is it like under the rim part or like just in the bowl part? Hey, Barbara. At the bottom. Oh, well, you know what you need? You need a pumice stone. My mama had that. Do you have well water? Are you on well water? That's what I said, Joan. Get you a pumice stone. My mama, she had that on hers. She got her a pumice stone. Take it off just like that. The pumice stone, not make sure you don't get some weirdo something, but just a pumice stone will not scratch it. It will just get them hard. It's probably hard water stains. Go at it easy at first, just in case it's something else, and then you come back and cuss me and Joan out. that is both our suggestions. So you got one, Charlene? You can use it around your sinks. Any other questions? I like it when y'all ask me questions instead of leaving it up to me to try to come up with a topic. I am on here to be distracted. Y'all need to distract me. Distract me with some questions. Yeah, if you don't get a handle, get you a glove. Get you one of them long set of gloves from the Dollar Tree. Listen, that's another that is another thing. I ain't gonna shop to the Dollar Tree till the end of the week. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. So my normal distraction would be to hit the road, and I'm not hitting the road. I ain't hit the road all week, and it's Tuesday. That's 2 days. I ain't going to the end of the week. I ain't doing it. So I didn't have a distraction of I'm just going to go shopping. So here I am. Yeah, Teresa, you heard me. You heard me. It hurts. It hurts. But oh well. Has anybody else got rid of their fat clothes? Hey, Patty. Did y'all hold on to them for a while? I held on mine for a while. Not thinking I was going to get that big again, but it's just like nervous to get rid of them. I don't know. I can't explain that. Oh, okay. You see that right there, y'all? It's a metal like tin thing. Back when RJ lived in, it was either California or Kentucky. I'm pretty sure it was Kentucky. Him and his girlfriend bought that for me. And hey, Michelle. Lord, I'm trying to say he's 36, and he probably got that from me when he was, if it was in California, he was 18, and if he was in Kentucky, he was in his early 20s. So that's how old that is. And I was cleaning the bedroom up and found it behind the dresser. I'm like, oh my Lord, have mercy. There is my Mayberry sign. So, I had to put it up. It does hurt, Tammy. Who said all your fat clothes is going to refuse to buy bigger? Me too. Charlene, I will go naked before I buy bigger clothes. Y'all hear me? Oh, Lou, you know what? We going to get ourselves together, honey. If you don't wear it in 6 months, you donate. That's a good rule to have. And you don't get all clogged up with a whole bunch of clothes that you don't. Listen, after having this surgery, I refuse to go back. I refuse to go back up. It's just not an option. That's why I got to buckle my rear end down. And that's why I did that video yesterday. It just hit me so hard about, are we worth it? And is our families worth it? They are. And you have to look at that food and just say, is that food more important than my health for the sake of my family? No, it's not. Show the head for spring. Oh, get rid of them, Jane. Do it. I felt so good. I felt so good today. I thought, oh my gosh. I even tried on a size 28, which is what I'm wearing now. I started in a 34 in 2018. I was up to a 34. Yeah. And I'm not talking the little Levi's 34. I'm talking the woman size 34. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. And I had a pair of 28s hanging there that I did not know I had. So I tried them on and they was too big up in here in the belly and the waist. So I got rid of them too. Got rid of them. You know what it tastes like. You don't need it. That's right, Lou. We don't need it. We all need accountability, Michelle. Yes, Charlene, that is a good idea. Get rid of the biggest ones. Maybe keep the ones closer to you and get rid of the biggest. That's a very good idea, Charlene. I love saying your name now that I know what it is. I'm just going to keep saying Charlene every time I see you. Oh, we're here for you, Lou. You can message me any old time you want. I'll talk you down off the ledge. I'll tell you to spit that crap out. You don't need it. I wouldn't be mean to you. Mrs. Jones, she'll be mean to you. I'm just kidding. She knows I'm kidding. Y'all don't come at me. She knows I'm kidding. Oh, yeah. The Easter candy. You just don't buy it. Just don't do it. I have quit looking down. I've already, as a matter of fact, I made the boys Easter baskets. They got 2 apiece because I had bought them so much stuff. I made their Easter baskets up. I got those plastic cellophane wraps, that you put the baskets down in and tie them. I put those over both their bags. They're made. They're done. I don't have to go down the Easter aisle anymore. And I had already quit looking at the Easter candies. I'm not going down that aisle anymore. Ooh, that's nice, Barbara. Yes, try them bathing suits on because you definitely want to make sure you can have the right size bathing suit. Whenever I tried to TMI, we all girls here, unless amongst our little 17 there's a dude who's lurking. When I went to the back months back and my knees just blew up, I couldn't do it. The top, because since I've lost weight, y'all girls know these girls go quickly, and they had gone so quickly that my bathing suit, the cups in my bathing suit were up here, and the girls were down here. I couldn't keep them in. I couldn't keep them in. So if I ever go swimming, I gotta have a new bathing suit. That's all there is to it. Oh Lord. Charlene, no. Well, I don't like the sun, but I like the beach. Yes, they do, Lou. Ooh, Lord. Flotation devices, yes. What kind of challenge did you have, Michelle? Listen, I've done challenges right here on my channel. I think the last one we did, I had to come on here and say, well, I got a challenge for y'all, and I screwed it up. I had to come right on this station, and say, well, I give y'all a challenge, but I screwed it up. So it happens. There ain't no, it happens. Oh gosh, so do I, Charlene. I would live in the mountains if it wasn't for the snow and David driving the truck. I would live in the mountains. I'd move to the mountains tomorrow. Oh, come on. Let me see. I have to make sure it ain't one of my children's. Oh. A dear sweet subscriber messaged me to say she dropped me off a package at the post office. How sweet. I know what you're talking about, Michelle. Cleavage from here down to your belly button. Getting old ain't for sissies, is it, girls? Getting old and losing weight. Okay, so I was watching this TikTok this morning. I usually watch TikTok. Are you kidding me, Tammy? It's just me and David. And 9 times out of 10, I will leave his snacks alone because they're his. And I know that. And they're his and I don't mess with them. But there's that 1 out of 10 times when I need something and I go in there and I get it. So yes, I do. I'm just lucky that he doesn't like to have a lot of snacks. He likes his variety chips to have with his sandwiches, and I normally stay out of those. Every now and then I want a tater chip or something once in a blue moon. But like the main thing that I will get into is his mixed nuts. Now I hadn't done that in a long time, but it's very easy to get into snacks that aren't yours because they're there. So try to find a way to keep them out of sight, out of mind, if you can. I don't know. Do they have like a dedicated cabinet or something they can go in? That's a good place for them to keep them, Charlene. Oh, gosh, Barbara. If David liked ice cream, I would be in trouble. I would be in trouble. You can do it, Tammy. You can do it. Oh, Lou. The draw of the Cadbury egg is a strong one. I remember when them things come out, Mama would get me one for it because they only come out at Easter. Y'all remember when they first come out? They only come out at Easter. Now I think you can get them year round at the gas stations and stuff. My mama, she would buy me one for Easter. The draw of the Cadbury. Pure sugar. Oh my gosh, you might as well just get the sugar bowl and a spoon. So good. I hadn't had those, Teresa. They are evil. All the sugar's evil, Lou. That's why we got to stay away from it. We just got to stay away from it. Listen, do what I do. I will buy something at the store. I will see it. Like if I'm at the Dollar Tree, I'll do it at the grocery store too. Don't matter. And it's getting me. I mean, it's getting to me, and I see it, and I'm like, "I got to have that. Oh my God, I got to have that, or else I'm gonna bust a gut." I will just go on and put it in my buggy, and I will walk around with it and walk around with it, and I will let that feeling pass. I will let that sense of urgency pass. The part that says you got to have it, and you got to have it now. So bad that I might just stop here and eat it in the middle of the aisle. And then once you walk around with it and that passes, you can have a little bit more reason, and then you can put it back on the shelf. You got that initial urge out, but you didn't actually have to get it and take it home and eat it. So try that next time that you think you need the Cadbury eggs. Put them in your buggy and walk around. I don't care if you went in for milk and you don't need another thing. Get you a buggy, put them in that buggy, and walk around that store. And by the time you get around that store, see if you don't need to just put them back. That is just a little tip from me to you, all you. David likes them Whoppers. No, I don't remember them, Tammy. Yeah, I imagine you either like them or you don't like them. I taught my kids to do that with toys and things like that when they were growing up. Just to put it in the buggy, walk around with it, decide, if that's what you want. If you don't, because you're getting, whatever treat you're getting. They do that to this day, Holly especially. She will go to the store, she will put something in her buggy, she will walk around with it, and then she will turn around and go put it back. Mm-hmm. That's right, because you have to tell it no, 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 like talking to a toddler. Speaking of a toddler, y'all should see Jacob. She sent me this video. They got this like stool, this ottoman, and it's not the kind that sits on the floor. It's got legs. He can crawl under it, but it's got like the little flaps down. Well, she sent me a video. He was pushing it. He he got that thing and he started going, oh, and he pushed it over. Like, how does he know to grunt while he's pushing that thing over? It was so funny. Well, do you think, because I say don't eat it if it's going to cause you to falter. I say just don't. But if you think you can eat it and it not send you off track, can you cut a piece off and eat it and freeze the rest? Can you do that? But if it's going to, if eating that, whatever the candy thing is, if eating that candy is going to make you get off track on your diet, if it's going to make you crave more sugar, if it's going to make you want to eat more carbs that you shouldn't eat, whatever it is that's going to make you do that you shouldn't be doing, then don't get it. Because is it worth it? Is that one moment of that, and call it delicious because it's delicious. You wouldn't be craving it if it wasn't delicious to you. Is that one moment of just that chocolate, is it worth knocking everything else off balance? I don't think it is. That's why I don't buy Little Debbie's. They're just not worth it. They're just not worth it for me, where the path it would lead me down. So that is something that is your judgment call. That's something you have to decide on. Listen, things call my name from free. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. Yeah, just don't. If you know what, Jane, it's the same because I just here. It is the same exact principle because I use the healthy app. Look, I ain't tracked nothing today. It's probably can't see it. I track my food and whatever I have it set on. I don't have it set on points. I have it set on what I have it set on. Calories, and then it shows my protein and my carbs and my fat. So all I'll do is track the food and it just calculates it for me. So if I had it set on points, then I get points. So it's the exact same thing. Well, Miss Tampson. Listen, John sent me that. Y'all know I ain't in Weight Watchers, but John sent me that article, and I read that article, and I'm in the camp of I let her speak for herself. Because I'm sure she'll do a video on it since she is in Weight Watchers, and she can tell you her opinion. She can tell you her opinion right now if she wants to. I don't. To me, by going to medications, to me that says the program that I'm selling you, that I'm telling you works. You work it and it works. It don't work because I need to give them medications. To me, they're negating their whole premise of this wonderful program of eating that we have come up with. Well, no, it don't work for everybody because we got to give some of you some medicines. I don't know. I just think they're shooting themselves in their own foot. I just do. They're reducing in-person workshops. I wonder, because John, you said you got that next year free. Is that what you said? They sent you a email and they're giving you a year free. The Ozempic and the Wegovy and the Monjuro. Okay, do you think they're offering you lifetimers free so you don't leave them because they knew they were fixing to roll out this medication thing and it would piss y'all off and y'all would leave them? And then that would make their numbers look bad? Could that be a possibility? Right, but they're saying you get a whole year to be in Weight Watchers for free, right? And don't have to weigh in at all, right? If this switch to giving out the medication pisses off the lifetimers and they start leaving in droves, then their numbers are gonna they're gonna tank even worse than they are now. So maybe that was a preemptive strike, if you will. 45 minutes away. Okay, so Michelle said to answer my question, I was doing a challenge to do page 4 keto walk or exercise daily and log in my own card manager. Then I went out of town. Oh, I've had that happen before. I went to the beach and got off track and took me forever to get back on. They are partnering with a company called, I think it's called Sequence, which is a telemed company. So it is $99 a year. I don't know the ins and outs of if you pay Weight Watchers that $99 and then you get the benefit of Sequence, or if you pay. I don't know how it works as far as you pay it, but you get like telemedicines, teleconferences with the doctor, and that doctor can prescribe you the Ozempic and the Wegovy and whatever, the Monjuro, whatever it's called. And Weight Watchers just bought them. So are they going to do like, okay, I'm talking to you on the, okay, you're my doctor. Hey, I think I want to get on Ozempic. Okay, well, you can have it. Not knowing my blood work or anything. No. A month, Charlene. I'm almost positive I read a month. I think I read a month.
Message.
Oh, did I say a year? I meant to say a month. I'm pretty sure it was a month. I don't see how that could be good for anybody to just call a doctor and he prescribe something that you inject on I think it's a bi-weekly basis, right? My doctor put me on it for diabetes, and then she said the side effect of it would be losing weight, which it didn't do nothing for me. And then when I decided to have weight loss surgery, I just quit taking it. I'm like, I'm not going to keep paying for it if I'm going to have weight loss surgery. So I just quit. It wasn't doing nothing for me anyway. Yeah, go look up that article, nurse. It's yeah, they will, John. People's got to have some accountability. If I didn't have scales in here, because I don't go to workshops, I'm just not a workshop kind of person. If I didn't have these scales in here to get on every week, I know I'd gain, because I wouldn't be able to monitor you can feel your clothes, but I have lost weight, but my clothes still fit a certain way, even though there's an amount of weight I lost. They don't exactly, every pound you lose, your clothes don't fit different. So you got to get to a threshold, and then you start feeling different. Well, I don't want to just rely on how my clothes feel. I want to see a number to know that I'm accomplishing something. I mean, I don't want to like thrive on it and just, live or die on it, but I want to see it, because obviously that's how we tell. We tell by the number. I mean, that's a good deal, Tamsin. I think they're going to lose a lot of people. I really do. They probably already have lost some, because has the deal gone through already? It's not just a speculation. I mean, they've done it, right? Done deal. Yep, that's what I thought. So I mean, it's done. Weight Watchers is now, they're promoting weight loss drugs. Period. Bottom line. I don't have to be a Weight Watchers member to have an opinion on what Weight Watchers just did. Weight Watchers is now promoting weight loss drugs. Are they saying our program does not work, therefore we need to give out weight loss drugs? And they're promoting giving out weight loss drugs over the computer. I can't get on board with that. No, sir. No, sir. Sight unseen, you're going to be prescribed a medication? No, sir. That's dangerous. That's just dangerous. Listen, if Joan hadn't sent it to me, I wouldn't know. Unless it popped up on my Google News, what things pop up on my Google News. Which now, Weight Watchers, since I've looked at the article, it probably will. But I think they shot themselves in the foot. It would make me question, okay, you say there's science behind your diet plan. Now, I call it a diet plan. Y'all can call it what you want, but I call it a diet plan. You say there's science behind it. Well, if you trust your science, then why in the hell are you offering weight loss medications? Simple question. Yes, Patty, that's exactly what should happen. That is exactly what should happen. Why did they say why they're reducing the in-person meetings? Is there a reason behind it? Because I don't think they have a reduction in interest. I don't think, because a lot of y'all I've read on different places are interested in a meeting, but they got rid of them and it's too far for you to drive. No, it is not, Miss Nurse. It is not one size fits all. Oh, of course, John. You always follow the money. You always follow the money. You mean the sequence company, Charlene? Okay, part of the mail. But as the world's most trusted weight management brand, it's our responsibility to lead the conversation from a point of science to myth bust and combat misinformation, and to support those of you who want to explore whether pharma interventions are right for you. Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers. Hey, Miss Sparkly Susan. Listen, that is just a little sideways way of skirting the issue. They firing people again. I tell you, they trying to just do themselves out of business, if you ask me. Got fired today after 13 years. Ain't that something? Did she see it coming, Susan? Did she know they were going to start firing, or did they just come in and just slam her upside the head with it? Unbelievable. That's dirty. That's dirty pool. That's what I just call it, dirty pool. But they want people to trust them and give them their hard-earned money? Mm-mm. Thank goodness when I asked my nutritionist, my light keeps going out. It's dimming on me. What does she think about Weight Watchers? Because I was, off and trying to decide, like, what should I do? What's the best? She's like, no, it's too early. Too early in the journey for that. I'm glad, because if she'd have said, hey, I think Weight Watchers was good, then I probably would have joined Weight Watchers, and then I'd be stuck in a contract with them for the next whatever thing that they, offered 3-6 months or whatever, knowing that I'd probably quit on myself if I was a member. I can't tell y'all what to do. Y'all have to do what y'all have to do. But if you don't have confidence in your program enough to not get into the medication business, then why would I pay you? I'm not gonna have no confidence. If you ain't got confidence in yourself, I ain't got none in you. So no. Stuck in the contract. That's right. I appreciate that, Tamsin. I tell you, I'm trying. I am trying. Let me tell you. Every time I would join, Lou, I'd be stuck in a contract because they would have a special going. By 6 months, you get 3 months free. So who's not going to do that, And then you're stuck in there. If you want to get out anytime in that 6 months, you got to pay that big old fee, whatever it is they charge. I have a friend that flew him to Texas from Tennessee to fire a guy and take over the project to only be fired himself the next day. What? Yeah, that's cutthroat. Ooh. Okay, Lou. Here's my question. Is it cheaper? How many ever months you have, and whatever you pay a month, how many ever months you have left, is the cancellation fee cheaper than paying that many months? I would go the route of the cheapest. If it was cheaper to cancel than to pay the extra months, I would just cancel and pay it. I would go the cheapest route. I would check. It's like WW's chasing trends and their core base who do not want medicine, right? And could probably get it if they did, is going to jump ship because someone at corporate thought it's a good idea. Exactly, Amanda. Oh, $10 a month right now. Oh, I bet you couldn't have a cancellation fee for that. I'll tell you, there might be a lot of people that start scoring pure calories, Joan. It adds up, Tamsin. Listen, that's when I joined Lou, and it was a deal. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did one time. Yes, I am. One time I quit and turned around and I think I had fulfilled my obligation as far as whatever contract I was under, and then I was month to month. So they were running a really super duper special. So I quit it and then called them or went on the computer and rejoined with that new deal. Yes, I did. Money's hard to come by. Oh, Jane, Simply Feeling was my program, girl. That was my program. I think I would ignore the nutritionist. Well, bless mom, bless you. If I didn't have to do what I had to do, Jane, with all this protein, I would ignore that nutritionist and I would go back to Simply Feeling just like that. But there's too many carbs that I can have unlimited. I can have the unlimited meats, which unlimited, the little pouch won't do that. But you see what I'm saying? I would be too tempted to say, oh, well, this particular carb is on my zero no count list. So I better not do it. But Simply Feeling was my jam. That is how I started in April of 2018. I started on Simply Feeling, and that is how I lost the first part of my weight. And then they went off of that, went freestyle. I don't think I ever got right since. Oh, I didn't know you were a leader, Susan. I can see that. I bet you were a cheerleading leader. I bet your meetings were fun. Which program do you use on Healthy, Nurse? That's the one I keep track of my stuff on too. Which program are you doing? Maybe you need to switch programs. Calorie Command. Have you thought of doing one of the other ones and see if it'll like switch it up a little bit? Because you can set, even if it gives you points, you can set your secondary macros to give you the fat and the calories and the carbs and the protein, whatever you want it to give you. Well, you know, Amanda, when I did Nutrisystem, I did not track on the I don't even know what the program was called. I did my stuff on Healthy. Well, when I was doing Flex anyway. Better Balance on Healthy. Yeah. That's the one I did for the longest time. Oh, are you doing Noomi, Patty? Nummy. Yeah. I got you. It took me a second for that to ring in. Yes. I wish, and like a doofus, I get purge happy on my papers and my notebooks, and I purge them. I wish I still had my um, menus that I wrote out for when I flexed my meals on Nutrisystem, because we had some good meals. They were small meals. We didn't have extras left over except for what I was going to eat the next day with my vegetables. I wish I still had that, because we did eat some good meals on Nutrisystem. No, Susan, you just plug it right. Just put it in your app, and it just gives you the calories. You just look it up. If it ain't no that somebody else was asking me that question. Did I find it harder to do points or the calories or whatever? It's no different. You're looking it up, and you're either getting the point or a calorie. No different. Try it. I would probably do that, nurse. If you're stalled, shake your body up. Thank you, Tamsin. Yep. Simply Feeling's easy to do on there. If you know you're Simply Feeling foods, because on healthy, it gives you the option to make it a 0 point food. Oh, Kathy and Edie use the Lose It app. I have never tried that one. I have tried my Fitness Pal in the past, and iTrack Bites when it was iTrack Bites, which now it's healthy. And that's the one I settled in with. But that's what John was just saying. It gives her food freedom. You can fit anything in, because you're just looking at the calorie count of it, not does this have enough protein or does it have too many carbs. So as long as you're staying in that calorie range, Amanda, girl, I know what you mean. You know how many, y'all that have been with me, y'all know how many programs I have jumped around to. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Yeah, if we had Sandy in here, we'd have us all, wouldn't we? I hate tracking too. That is why whenever I started Weight Watchers, they had the option of Simply Feeling, or what was the other one that they had? What did they have? I think they had already rolled out. They had already rolled out Freestyle. They had Freestyle and Simply Feeling. And when I took the little thing, it said, if tracking is not your jam, basically, then try Simply Feeling. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try Simply Feeling, and I fell in love with it. They could be, Susan. Yes, some of the recipes I have, Lou, are core recipes because they transferred right over to Simply Feeling. Yep, that's right. Nurse, how many of us do that? I know I can write you a book on what I'm supposed to eat. I can write you a book on what, having weight loss surgery, what they expect me to eat. I can put it down and just give it to you. Doing it is a whole nother thing. I think we're all like that. Yeah, sometimes Joan will send me like something she's eating, and she'll show me the calories, and then she'll show me the points, and they don't line up. Like it's an exorbitant amount of points for just very few calories. I don't get it. There you go, Lou. There's a Simply Feeling Foods, if anybody was interested. Boy, it did in mine, Tamsin. Joan, Susan needs to be schooled. School that girl. Susan, I'm going to warn you. If you go Joan's way, you're going to be in the kitchen 24 hours a day. That's why I got to eat stuff out of a box. I can't stay in the kitchen as long as Joan does. Good Lord, no. No. That ship has sailed for me. I used to do that stuff when the kids was home. I don't know more. But you know they make it to where you have to go lower points. If you want to get some food in, you gotta hunt them lower points. Oh, that's right, Mr. Lovey Bug, Woolly Boo Boo Head Hubby. I don't know what you calling him today. What you calling him today? What is the 50-50 box, Charlene? I know fresh, but I don't know the 50-50. This is a wonderful community, Amanda. OMG. I love y'all. That's exactly what you're doing, Joan. And if you want to get any amount of volume of food in, that because you don't eat volume, you don't eat a lot of food. Absolutely, Tamsin. Hubby Lovey McGoogly Pop. Yep, there you go. I knew he had some kind of name today. So if y'all don't know Susan, Sparkly Susan, she gives her husband some kind of new googly name every time she mentions him. If y'all see her in one of the Facebook groups. So that's who he is today. I knew he was somebody. But he cooks for her. Oh my gosh. He cooks for her. He makes her the fancy stuff. I mean, whew, forget the restaurants. He, as my mama would say, he puts on the dog. Yes, he does. I'm glad we did live today because I've been sitting here just drinking my coffee and talking. We've had some good conversations today, I think. What did everybody get quiet for? Oh, I see what you're saying, Charlene. I do that. I have to have oh, I know what dance party time means. That means it's just about nap time. Well, hey, Stephen. I need one of them counselors, but I like my cookbooks too bad. I don't want nobody to counsel me not to get them. Don't counsel me not to get my cookbooks because I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. I did some rearranging the other day, made me some more space in the closet. Yep, I did. Oh, Carol, what are you diamond painting today? What are you what's your picture today that you're working on? Oh, hey, Marianne. Listen, when y'all do y'all's husband's thing, y'all confuse me. Listen, I know I have some men that listen, so it stands to reason one of them might show up at live one day. Jane wants to know, because since you're dancing, you might not be reading. Jane wants to know, she's terrified to eat full fat things. How do you get past that fear? Listen, he's a wonder he didn't get booted for being a man. Ain't that right, Lou? She says, start with low fat, baby steps, and scratch cooking doesn't have to be complicated. You can keep it easy. Okay, Susan, I'm glad you come. Well, you always make our heart happy. You're just always so happy and go lucky and cheerleading everybody, and we appreciate you. Hey, Joanne. Oh, hey, tell him if he comes in, tell us it's him. And if it's you, tell us it's you. You do get full quicker with the full fat Joan. I agree with you on that. Okay, I got a gnat running around here or something. See, Tamsin, I do too, and I ain't done good Southern cooking in years. I just about forgot how to. I've just about forgot how to cook right because I've made everything lower fat, lower point, lower calories, lower this, lower that. And I can't go back to cooking the way that I know how to cook because I'll balloon right back up. That there's no question in that. So I have to lower my things. I can't go back to everything fried, everything loaded down with bacon grease and white flour. I can't do it. You and me too, Tammy. I could eat a whole chicken, and 10 minutes later, I'd be looking for something to eat. Chicken does not do it for me. I have always said on my channel that I would never abuse 0 point foods because I don't really like none of them. So 0 point foods were never an issue with me, ever. Fruits, vegetables, chicken? Mm-mm. I will always buy them too. Well, sometimes it is Carol and sometimes it ain't. So ain't that the truth, Marianne? Me and David will say, well, if it tastes good, nope, don't eat it. He was in there. We was talking about this earlier. I was getting his order. Hey, Charlene, that's nice. Thank you. Yeah, we can have it to the point to where it gets us by. Ain't that right, Tammy? It might not be what we used to and what we grew up on, what we learned, how we learned to cook, what got us in this position in the first place. We don't want to go back and get whatever we've lost at this point. We don't want to gain it back by going back to our old, completely 100% authentic Southern roots. And that was in my how I got fat video. Is I feel like I am turning my back on my Southern roots by not cooking my true Southern food. And it took me a long time to come to terms with the fact that they're not going to take my Southern card away because I don't fry everything. You know what I mean? So it was hard though. Listen, I kept, and I still got it, cast iron Dutch oven. I kept it on the stove with oil in it, and we fried something practically every day. And I would fry it in that oil, just like a restaurant. They have their vats and they fry in it. So I would fry, everything, and then I would change out my oil and put it right back there on the stove because about every day it was going to be cranked up and something was going to be fried. Thank you, Tamsin. Oh, Miss Nurse, if you don't mind me calling you Nurse. Thank you so much. Well, hey, Janelle. Yes, it was a surprise. I decided I need to come on here and get distracted from thinking about food. Did you run out there and catch it? Did you send one of the boys out after it? I bet the boys thought you were crazy. The littles, not the big. Well, the big boys might have thought you was crazy too. I hear you, Charlene. I ain't deep fried. Did they? The last thing I could almost guarantee the last thing I deep fried was probably fish. We never eat fish any other way than deep fried. No other way, just deep fried. And I fry fish. Oh, I can fry some fish. Y'all don't need to go to no fish camp. I got your fish camp right here because I will hook you up. But no, we don't do that no more. You need to change it to Nurse Andrea N95. Yeah, cardio check. Yeah, we could be seeing you on TikTok because people record everything these days. You can't do nothing. Everybody records something these days, and it'll show up on TikTok or Instagram or a YouTube short. Somebody's going to show something somewhere. I'm gonna tell you what I don't believe in. Can I tell you what I don't believe in? I don't watch. I used to watch TikTok a lot, but now usually the most that I watch it is when I'm eating breakfast because the rest, if I'm eating lunch, David's home and he's watching TV, so I don't watch it. But I sit there, I eat breakfast, and I scroll TikTok. Or if the kids send me a video, then I look at it. The videos there's a lot of videos I don't like. I do learn things on there. There are useful videos on TikTok. The ones I don't like are the ones where these parents exploit their children for views. The poor child is having a meltdown, and the parent is, instead of trying to deal with the meltdown, they're recording their child and then throwing it up on TikTok. I don't agree with that at all. It is sad. It is sad. Now, when they do little cute things and all that, okay, that's fine. I don't mind the little cute things, but if they're having, and I've seen them where they're making fun of them. Like there was one I watched. He couldn't get a math problem. He just couldn't comprehend it, and the parent, instead of trying to help him figure it out, is videotaping him. And it's making fun of the kid. That's your kid. That's your flesh and blood. So I don't like those kind of TikToks at all. Okay, Michelle. Do good. How long have we been on here? Lord. People take their TikTok ads and put their TikToks and put them on a Instagram reel. I've seen that. Listen, they talk like they could be getting rid of TikTok. They talk like the president could get rid of it. I wouldn't care if he did. It'd put some people out of a job. I don't know what kind of money you make on TikTok. I got a TikTok and I made a few back when the baby was little and stuff like that, but I just don't get around to it no more. But it wouldn't bother me if you got rid of it. I mean, I would hate for people who, I mean, that's their job, to do TikToks. Some people, they're legit and they're doing, good things for people. But oh well. I guess if they were to come after YouTube, I'd think different. I don't think we could get rid of YouTube. YouTube has way too much information on it. Way too much. You can learn too many things from YouTube. Oh, do they not? I've had them come up, Tamsin, and they're for groups that I don't even participate in. And it tells me I'll get a top fan badge. Top fan for what? I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing for your group. So I don't know how they generate those. I don't know how that works. Oh, wasn't it good, Janelle? Did you use the Monterey Jack cheese? Did you use Monterey Jack? Y'all know the one I'm using. Which, please? Really? That's what I had to do too. So good. That's why I said, if you make the recipe, don't change the cheese up. Use the Monterey Jack cheese because I think that's what made it so good. Whew. Filling too, wasn't it? That's part of what we were talking about earlier when John was saying the full fat keeps you full. Well, that's the full fat Monterey Jack cheese, and that is a filling dish. It fills you up. It sticks to your ribs. I'm trying something new for breakfast this week. Not. It is sausage breakfast casserole 2. There's so many ways, so many ways you can do sausage and eggs in a casserole for meal prep when you're trying to stay away from the carbs. So I'm gonna try another way. Why not? Yes, very filling. Oh, you're making me want one. I've not had my lunch, so this is done good. I've been filming again today. It really helps me to film what I eat. It does taste better, Tamsin. When you make macaronis and cheese, it tastes better to shred your own. But I ate my breakfast really early this morning, like 2 hours early, and then later on, I had a power crunch. The peanut butter cream is delicious. It's like a peanut butter wafer, with the cream in it, but it's falling apart. When I eat it, the layers come apart, but it's good at any rate. And so I come on here and I had my lunch, so that's helping me eat later and get closer to supper time at 8. But what have I got in there? What did I prep this week, y'all? What did I prep? Oh, the antipasto salad. That chickpea pasta, y'all, I'm going to tell you what, it surprised me. When I eat that pasta salad, it tastes like I am eating white pasta. I like that chickpea pasta better than I do that whole wheat pasta. You heard me. I said it. Miss Charlene said to pray for her sister Cherie. She's having some issues with her after treatment medication for cancer. Well, do y'all have anything else you want to talk about? Or should we just call it a day? What you think? Uh-oh, did that remind you? Is it too late to add on? Yes, I do too, Teresa. I never would have tried it if it hadn't been for trying to get more protein and still have some pasta. To make eating the carbs in the pasta worth it, getting the protein with it, I would have never tried it. But I like it. I sure do. I can't buy it a lot now because I have a lot of whole wheat pasta that I had bought up. So I kind of got to get through that. I told David, he said, "Have we eat all that other?" I said, "No, that's just for us. This was for my meal prep, for my protein." That is correct, Janelle. All her boys are doing good stuff. All her boys have got congratulations going on. No, Lou, it does not. It absolutely does not. Teresa, back me up. Does the bonza have a weird texture? No, I feel like I am eating white pasta, white flour pasta. Too quiet, too quiet to work. You leaving, Teresa? Well, Lou, you ain't got nothing else to do. What is your excuse? You know I'm messing with you. Of course, you the one that said it the last time. You say, I ain't got nothing going on. Who ain't got nothing going on? I'm on here live. I ain't got nothing going on. That's what you said. That's what you said. You know I don't have it like that. I knew you said something like that. See, Lou, Teresa said it's just like regular pasta. Just don't cook it too long. I cooked it to where it looked like it because I like my pasta really soft. I don't like al dente. I couldn't be a proper Italian. Yes, I got mine at Walmart's. And so I let it go until it looked like it was extra soft, and I let it go a little bit too far. So I think it's soft and tender before it looks like it should be soft and tender, if that makes a lick of sense. In the 80s, yes, I don't like that al dente pasta. I could not be Italian. David Rossi was slap me upside the head. You know, when he had them in there cooking the pasta, he told them to make it al dente when you didn't think if Spencer was going to show up or not, but you knew he was going to show up, and he did. Mm-hmm. Listen, you talking about Criminal Minds. I can't wait for this season 2 of the new Criminal Minds. Oh my gosh, the way they left off season 1, which is really season 6, 7, 16, season 1 of Evolution, but season 16 of the whole Criminal Minds thing, the way they left it off, they had better bring back and get right back on that story. That's all I know. I don't know what it is here today. It's a little bit warm in here right now. I probably should have the air on. Let me see what we got going on. Oh, it's 75 here. What do you know? Maybe that's why it's a little warm in here, because I don't have the air conditioner on. Do you have Paramount Plus, Janelle? Oh, I didn't put no earbobs on today. That's the only place that I know of that you can see them. They have the whole series from season 1 all the way through 16. No, Jane, he has not. He has spent all his spare time down at Holly's house. He still got some things he needs to do, so bless his heart. He got it in the garage, and then that come about where we let them move in there, and so he ain't been able to do not one single solitary thing to it. That's the only reason I got it, Janelle. The only reason. I had Netflix, and that's where I watched Criminal Minds for all these years. Netflix got rid of it, and it went to Paramount Plus. So I ordered Paramount Plus. Got to have it. I'm not going to have a TV that don't have 24-hour access to Criminal Minds. This is just not going to happen. When I was cleaning up my flat clothes, when I was cleaning up my fat clothes today, I was in the bedroom. So I put it on in there and started it on season 1, episode 1, because I had already got up into season 2, and I was like, I don't want to watch that. I'm going to start it back over. I've started it back over a million times, and I love it. I can't help it. So I had it on while I was in there, and then when I come back in here, I had it on over here. It's going to be on. I told David one day, I'm like, it's Criminal Minds Day. He goes, every day here's Criminal Minds Day. Our house was built in 1971. It's a brick ranch. I'm so thankful it does not have upstairs. I love living on one floor. And especially now that when I was younger, I would have been able to go up and down, but I didn't want to. And so I'm glad that it, doesn't. I wouldn't be able to now. No, I couldn't. But my mama and my brother's daddy, they were married. They had it built in 71. And so we bought it from her in 98. So this is the house that I've lived in from 1971 on, except for the time when I was married. And then here I've moved back to it. Yes, they do, Lou. Law and Order is on. You let them roll them eyes, Janelle. You send them to me. I will school them on the joys of Criminal Minds. Law and Order plays on. Oh my goodness. I think it's WE TV. They do SVU on one of those stations all the time, but regular Law and Order comes on WeTV. Do you have that one? You have WeTV? Because I see it on there. I bet it is Peacock because I think Peacock is NBC, right? And Law and Order is a NBC series, correct? I looked up and I was scrolling through. We got one of them smart TVs. We had our other TV for, oh my gosh, RJ bought it for us for Christmas 10 years ago. And it was finally getting like dead pixels in it. And so we got us a new TV. And listen, country go to city. I know nothing about a smart TV. The box says it's a smart TV. We don't know. Whatever. Okay, it's a smart TV. Well, we have a Fire Stick. So we get it, we plug it in, and we can't get the whole picture. It's like 50 some inches in the whole screen. You can't, the picture's not taking up the whole TV. And we're like, we're paying for this many inches. We want to see it. We want to see the whole thing. So I get on the phone with Samsung, the people that help you, tech support. And he's like, well, let's try this and let's try that and let's try. He's having me do all the settings and I'm doing all the settings and talking on the phone and on and on and on and on and on and on. I said, well, I didn't have that problem with my Fire Stick on the other one. And he goes, Fire Stick? I said, yeah. He goes, you don't need a Fire Stick. I'm like, well, how am I going to get my things, my Paramounts and this and that and that? It's on the TV. That's the smart part. So now you just turn the TV on and there it is. You just scroll through there and pick out whatever app you want. Well, I was checking some out and I went on that Freevee, Freevee, and I found, get this, In the Heat of the Night. Oh, yeah. I love that show. Listen, Bubba, best arms on TV. Y'all watching the Heat of the Night? Y'all know Bubba? That's all I'm gonna say. He look good. Yes, Tammy. Love me some Bubba. Gosh, the best time I had watching it was when I worked at the trucking company, and I would come in. It was a weird shift. I'd go in at like 6 and get off at 3. So I would come in at 3:00 in the morning, and I wouldn't go to bed. That's when I would do my housework, and I would always have in the middle of the night, In the Heat of the Night would be on TV. So that was my routine. I would come in the middle of the night, morning, whatever you want to call it, have on the heat of the night, cleaning the house. Oh, Janelle, that's a good crush. I'm going to tell you what. Yes, arrest me, please. Arrest me now. If y'all don't know who Bubba is, look up Bubba Skinner from In the Heat of the Night. Alan Autry, that's his name. I think he is actually in the politics of his whatever city he was in. I've read about the city that they filmed that in. It was on location, and they talked about how the citizens of that city were the nicest people to them when they were filming. They said they were so nice. You know what? Joan asked me the same thing, Jane. I have a CPAP, and I was so tired and so sleepy. I was in here editing my What I Eat video, and I was sitting here, and I was going to sleep, and I was dozing off, and I was trying to edit, and I was so sleepy and so exhausted. I went in there and just I even told David, I said, I wanted to sleep in the bed tonight. He hadn't left for work yet. I said, I want to sleep in the bed tonight. I said, but I'm too tired to drag my machine back here because I'd have to take the CPAP with me. So I went in there and I sat down waiting on my video to finish checking so I could make it live, and I just fell asleep. Fell asleep, no mask. So no, I did not. I'm gonna have to take the CPAP back there earlier. Like when David, well, I was sleepy by the time he got up. I really need to take it. I hit the bed. Take it in there before he goes to bed, and that way I know it'd be in there. Yes, he was, Janelle. I forgot about that. Yes, he was. That lucky duck. Don't you think he got the best TV arms? Don't give me none of them wrestlers. They got the muscles. Let them keep their muscles. They don't have Bubba arms with that tight policeman uniform on. Girl. I'm gonna tell you right here and right now. Ain't nothing like a good old Southern boy. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Who can give me the witness? Who up in here can give me the witness? Ain't nothing like a good old Southern boy. Mm-hmm. Yes. Tell it, Tammy. Oh, let me tell y'all. Y'all. Oh. I was in Dollar Tree, whatever day that was. This weekend, I think, maybe. Friday, something like that. And I was down there. Ooh, Janelle, you go, girl. Yes, little wild-eyed Southern boy. So, let me tell you, I'm in there and I'm down at the last cash register where the manager's little office is. And I'm talking to the manager. She was taking my name down because I wanted her to look for the friends things, the little chapsticks. And somebody said they had cosmetic bags, which I've not seen with my own eyes. I just heard somebody on a video say it. And so we were standing there talking. The register was not open. There was nobody in line. She was not taking customers. This man walked down there and started, I would say yelling because he was talking loud enough for the whole store to hear, at how rude I was being. Did I not see that line of people over there and I'm standing down here talking? I looked at that man, and the manager, she looked at him and she gave him a face, and he kept on. Well, are you through? Do you not see people in that line? Oh my God. I said, sir, I said, you are like the rudest man I've ever talked to. And he kept on and on and on. He walked back up, and the woman, she motioned when she seen the people that had gotten in line. She motioned for them to come on down there. She opened up her register. Mind you, her register was not open. She was helping me. There was nobody in that line. So when she started checking people out, I left, and he was standing there, and he kept on and on and on, chiding me, calling me rude. He could not believe he's never met anybody like me ever in his whole life. And all I said to him down there, and y'all know me, you know I held back, was I told him he was the rudest man I think I've ever met. And he was loud, so everybody, and his wife was checking out. She wouldn't even look at me. He stood there, and he was telling me, well, did you blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you need to mind your effing business. And yes, I said it. I cuss. Y'all heard me. I ain't trying to tell y'all something y'all probably don't know already. I told him that's what he needed to do. And he told me to go to hell. And then I told him, I said, well, I'll meet you there. And he goes, he didn't know what to say. So then I start walking out the door, and his wife gets her stuff and starts walking out. And he's still mouthing at me, I said, could you just grow up and drop it already? You're acting like a toddler. He's walking to his car. I'm telling you, I can hear him in the parking lot still talking about it. I have never come across nothing like that out in public in my born days. I told David, I said, boy, he must be a joy to live with. Could you imagine living with somebody like that? Unbelievable. He did need to cut back on the call. He need to cut back on something, because I'm gonna tell you what, he's lucky that that's all I told him was the one little sentence, because the cuckoo part of me could have really, as my mama said, clouded up and rained on him, but I did not unleash the wrath. I just said what I said, and I was done. And so you say the kind word, the behinds. I did not say the kind word to him. I dropped the bomb. Yes, I did. He could have just said, he didn't have to even come. Why he even came down there and started? Even the manager told him he was rude. Whew. You know what, nurse? I told David, I said, can you even imagine? Can you imagine what she lives with? Can you imagine? But I ain't never run across nothing like that. But you know what I told David? Normally it might have like made me nervous and my heart would have been pounding and I'd be like, I can't swallow, my mouth's getting dry. I said, no, I didn't know that happened. I just told him what I needed to tell him and went on about my business. Listen, I didn't even think about that. Didn't even cross my mind. He did need to be put in his place. And that's why I told him, could he just drop it? Can he drop it already? I said, you're acting like a toddler. Just drop it. Like he made his point 400 times. He kept saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over. I'm like, my Lord have mercy. Well, hey, Louise. Well, the manager told me, she said, when he walked back away, she said, thank you for being so nice. That's before I went up there and told him what I told him. I was being nice. That's all I told him. Trust me. There's been scary girl come out of me before. Scary girl. It was exciting, Terry. Let me tell you, I got jumped on at the Dollar Tree by this man telling me I was rude because I was talking to the manager. She was helping me with something and people was waiting in line and I was the rudest person he ever met. He never met nobody as rude as me. I was just standing there giving her my name and number for if she found something for me. And then all of a sudden I'm being accosted. So, and then I told him something with a bad word in it. And he kept on and on and on and on and on. It was a mess. Yeah, it was a mess. People are mean, Louise. They are mean. Good morning, Brenda. Where you at? It is 1:30 where I'm at. Probably done talked. Oh, Lord, we have talked way long enough. Don't y'all think we've talked long enough? Y'all sick of me? They just stood there looking, Terry. They just stood there looking. Nobody said nothing. I think they were scared to say anything. His wife didn't say nothing. She wouldn't even look. His wife wouldn't even, she was checking out. She wouldn't even look at me. Would not even look at me. She was probably humiliated. I'm sure. And we were saying if he acted like that out in public, imagine how he acts at home. What she has to live in at home. They are, Lou. She had to be embarrassed by him because he was embarrassing himself, let me tell you. Well, I had one the other week talking about people being mean. And you talking about road rage. I am minding my business, going down Interstate 85, 70 mile an hour, doing my time. All of a sudden, this big black pickup truck flies up behind me, zooms out in this lane, zooms back over, blowing the horn. And I started blowing my horn and flipping the bird. Listen, y'all get me riled up. Y'all shouldn't come to these lives. You're going to see the the cussing bird flying Kim. If y'all can't figure out that I can get riled up by now, y'all don't know me. So you want to blow at me, I'll blow at you. What I told David, I said, what was I doing? I was just going down the road. I was just driving down the road, going the speed limit. I didn't cut in front of him, nothing. And he zoomed up on me and did all that. And no, I don't know what's wrong with people. I just don't know. Well, thank you, Brenda. I'd be divorced too, Janelle. Or widowed. More like widowed. Lou, I can get scrappy too. Start out with him. My phone is dying. Let me plug in my phone. You heard that? That was my ringtone. Listen, y'all know I'm ghetto today. I am thugging today, cussing and flipping the bird and playing Post Malone as my ringtone. Y'all like, oh, do I know you? Louise. Oh, I tell you. Listen, I better get that phone plugged in for when I go eat my lunch so I can record it. Oh, you got to be special to work retail. I used to work retail. You got to be special to work retail, especially this day and age. Oh my gosh, because people really are just meaner than they ever have been, I think. Don't y'all think? There's like there's no boundaries. There's no sense of boundaries. I couldn't do it. Well, I don't think my little light's doing any good, so I'm going to leave it off. Lou. But that was good lunch, Louise. I like egg salad. I love egg salad. Problem with this, I can eat way too much of it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Same here. I can live on carbs. You know that song, Tamsin? Don't answer the call. Do not answer the call. Ignore the call. Swipe up. Ignore it. That's good. You keep it up. You can do it. Oh gosh, I love a good meatloaf, Terry. That sounds good too, Janelle. I can eat that Sweet Baby Ray's mild buffalo sauce. Not a ton of it, but I can eat it on stuff enough to get a buffalo flavor. It's not too hot if you don't put too much in it. Those shrimp wraps I made on that lettuce with that buffalo, ooh, it was good. Matter of fact, I am making this week. Hold on, I'm making something buffalo this week. What is it? Here's my menu, proof that I did it. Buffalo chicken spaghetti squash casserole. I thought it sounded good. So, but it don't use the pre-made sauce. It uses Frank's hot sauce, which I will not use as much that is in the recipe. That's a good thing, Tamsin. Have you, Louise? That did not. I did not see any chickpea spaghetti, Jane, or I would have got me some to have on hand. I saw the. I just say penny. It's probably penne. The penny pasta and the cavatappi and the rotini. That's the only three that I saw. Okay, that would make it very hard to plan, Marianne, if you don't want what you planned. Listen, I am not putting. Well, hey, Miss Annette from Ireland. Glad you could make it. I have not tried those, Louise. Do they have a weird texture? Texas Pete is what I put. Like if I'm eating my fish, I use Texas Pete. And matter of fact, is that Frank? I think I have Frank's and Texas Pete in there. I'm gonna have to look now that you mentioned it. Let me write that on my grocery list so I can go in there and look, see if I got enough. Lord have mercy, Louise. You sneak in all kind of stuff on your family, don't you? I wonder if I could sneak stuff in like that on David. I think he would sniff it out. He's a texture person. He would notice something ain't right about this. I like it, Janelle. It's in my pasta salad. Mine is not pasty, Louise. I made it for my meal prep this week and made a pasta salad. It is not pasty at all. It is just like eating a pasta salad with white flour pasta. If you make it next time, don't cook it as long. That probably had a lot to do with it because it did fall apart, and that maybe could have made it be like it was pasty. Yeah, don't do it until it. Like I was saying that earlier when I made mine. I like my pasta soft, and so I was making it where it looked real puffy because that's how white and whole wheat pasta you make it look puffy to get it good and soft. And I think that takes it too far. I think it's softer before it actually looks that big and puffy. Yeah, mine's a cold salad, Tamsin. It's got a creamy Italian dressing on it. That dressing is good. I will make that stuff again for a salad. It is delicious. But that's how I eat it. I eat it cold, straight out of the refrigerator. And actually, I do have cherry tomatoes in it. Little baby tomatoes. They're called sprinkles. I have those in there. I did not put cucumbers in it, but that would be good in it. Oh, I didn't know Aldi's had one. Listen, I love a good Olive Garden salad. I haven't been to Olive Garden in, oh my gosh, years. I love the salad and the breadsticks. You can make a meal on that right there. I remember years back, y'all know Carrabba's, the Italian restaurant Carrabba's. Well, back in the day, me and David didn't go nowhere. I told you, we're at country go to city. So we're out and about. Seems like we were shoe shopping or boot shopping or something for him that day. And we were out over that direction where the big mall is. And there was Carrabba's, and we're like, well, let's go get us a bite to eat. So we go in there and we sit down, and he gets a menu, I get a menu. Are you seeing this? we couldn't believe the prices on that menu, and we're like, we're gonna split one of them little baby pizzas, but they brought us that free bread with the dipping stuff. So we got full up on the free bread and ordered us a little baby pizza to split because we were cheap. Oh my God, we were cheap. And we have never been back ever, not one time. And that was back in the 90s. Oh, what did you eat, nurse? Yes, Lou. I got a seasoning blend I come up with, and in my cookbook, my personal cookbook, I call it Carrabba's bread dip, like Carrabba's bread dip. It's something like Carrabba's in the name because we had it there and we loved it. And I'm like, well, I think I'll make my own. So I come up with my own blend way back in the day. That's what I used to do if we went anywhere to eat and we liked it. I would come home and figure out how to make it so we could have it at home and not have to go back out because, he was getting his business going. And so, like, every dime that we could save would go back into the business to get the business started. So we weren't exactly living high on the hog. I think a lot of people like that dill pickle salad. Me and David got one time from Sam's. We hardly ever go to Sam's, maybe about twice a year. And we went and seen it. Well, I seen it. He wasn't with me that time, and I got it and bring it home. Ain't seen it again. Ain't seen it again. Chicken scampi. Oh, I ain't never had that. Oh, well, happy birthday. He works for a trucking company now. He used to work for himself and a trucking company. And then he quit the trucking company, which is the one we met at, and just worked for himself. And then he quit working for himself and went to working for a trucking company. So oh, Louise, I didn't. I didn't even see that, Louise. No, you can't help listen. Uh, autocorrect has a mind of its own. You cannot even. It has a mind of its own. Y'all say happy birthday to Nurse Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andrea? I know both. I know Andrea's and I know Andrea's. Are you you done, Louise? You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Oh God. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't with y'all. Y'all are a trip. Louise say she done. Girl say I'm done. Oh gosh. Ugh. Andrea, gotcha. The people I went to school with, the girls, back then they were Andrea, and then as I got older, I knew a woman. She went by Andrea. Oh, Louise is scared to type. You a mess now, girl. Oh, it was expensive, Tamsin. He had 3 at one time, and he stayed under the hood of a truck. Let me just tell you. And then when he finally started getting rid of drivers and then getting rid of trucks, and he started driving his own truck, that's when diesel took a turn for the worse and went through the roof, and we were losing our shirts in diesel. It was just crazy, and um, runs were getting fewer and farther between. So he's just like, nah, I'll just go work for somebody. And so he's been with this company for 18 years now. I think 18. Yeah. Well, oh Lord have mercy. It's been 2 hours. I think we need to pipe down. I'm so happy y'all come to see me today. I enjoyed our little impromptu get together. We had a good time. Oh my gosh, Terry, what you talking about? The insurance. Shoo, shoo, shoo. The best thing ever happened to us is he got this job with the insurance here because I have used so much insurance money. It's not even funny. Yes, everybody give a clap. Yay! Hercules, Hercules. Y'all remember that movie? Oh, you know what? I finished my coffee, sitting here thirsting to death, and I got water sitting over there. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad all y'all popped in. We'll still be back Friday. We'll come back Friday, 1:00. 1:00 Friday. Be here 1:00 Friday. Well, thank goodness, Terry. Yeah, you too, Louise. Oh, Lord. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off. Bye, everybody. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for keeping me company. And we had a good chat today. We talked about everything. I liked it. I liked it. Yes, we will see you on Friday. Okay. Bye, y'all. I'm fixing to hang up. Okay. Bye.